Do you ever feel like your music has become a job? Like the passion is stripped away from it? Not because of you, but because of everything around you. Social media, these platforms, comparison, it steals the life from your music. You just want your music to be heard, but you post, and no one sees it. How are you supposed to even make this music thing work out? But maybe we're thinking of it completely wrong. What if you spent 30 days completely away from social media, not looking at any of the metrics, simply just creating? Well, let's find out. So, what happens when you stop caring about the numbers? If the views and reactions didn't matter, what would you actually want to create? These are the questions that I'm setting out to find in this series. And this is week 1. I've grown a really bad habit of almost every day checking my analytics as like a way of gaining dopamine. These apps have been formed in a way that not only by the scroll are you addicted to it, but even in the creation process. The numbers, the notifications saying you got a heart, a comment, it's something you want to keep getting. Now the creation is not about creating the video and bringing it out, and the process of creating it, something that you think is genuinely purposeful and meaningful, but it turns into what will get me the most little dopamine hits with those little Instagram notifications, the little hearts and comments. And I think that's the biggest reason why this is something I wanted to do. 30 days not even checking notifications, not even checking views, and it feels strange. I see the little red dot and man, I feel the urge to click it. And that's how you know there's a problem, because it's an impulse. The weirdest part is posting something and not knowing if anybody saw it. What if at the end of this 30 days, nobody saw any of the videos? I didn't gain any new followers. Maybe I even lost them. Maybe by creating things that are true to myself, people reject it. Or maybe I blow up midway and I don't even know what happened. This is the scary part of the challenge, the complete unknown. I don't know where this can go. I'm gonna have 30 days completely blind as to what I'm doing. But in the same way, this is what gives you the freedom. That same idea that gives me that fear of the unknown gives me the liberty of creativity. Now I don't need to care about what I might get on the other side of creating, but simply creating for the sake of creating something good. And so that's what I should have went on to do, right? And so a couple things happened at the beginning of that week. Of course, no big surprise, I uploaded a video. To everyone who says I can't make music because I don't like my voice, I have a bad microphone, I don't have the right software, I can't make videos because I don't have the camera, the equipment, I'm telling you this right now, I have a beat up old iPhone that I'm recording on. I got a cheap Amazon bundle for these lights, a $50 Amazon microphone. I paid for only one plugin in my entire life on FL Studio. Yet I still am able to produce stuff because of the practice that goes into it. Now maybe it's not great, maybe not everyone loves it, but hey, I don't love my voice, but I still sing anyways, and I still produce anyways, no matter what anyone says. But this video had more significance than just being a post. And to understand why, I'm gonna have to go back just a little bit. Growing up while I was young, I really never liked music. Whatever I would hear on the radio, popular songs, whatever it was, I really never cared for it. Music was not something I listened to unless heard secondhand. And throughout all this, because I had no attachment to music, I never even sang. Kind of like I had a deep down belief that I couldn't sing, that it'd be embarrassing if someone heard me sing. And so I completely hid that my whole life. Not that I was good, not that I was like some talented singer behind closed doors, but it was just a subtle thing in the back of my mind. The significance of this played out a little later in my life. In 2018, I found out about electronic and dubstep music, and that's where I actually started to have my love for music. And then of course, in the pandemic, late 2020, that's when I started actually experimenting, downloading FL Studio and producing music. But the thing is, in a way, I liked singing and I wanted to sing, but I never did, so I never even knew if I could. And while I then made, electronic music and started doing that for the next couple of years, I never really sang. And how this ties into me now, this video I posted and the couple videos before then, is because I've started to have a shift in my mindset. Basically, truly internalizing that idea of just like, who cares? Even if it sucks, even if I don't like my voice. I don't really like my voice as a singing voice, but for me to do it for myself, just for that kind of creative liberty in a way. And so I made one idea where I kind of sang over it and I posted it. I mean, I don't really know if people loved it or hated it, but I did it anyways. And then I made this other song. And so this video I made in the early part of this week I describe that even though I don't like my voice, I'm singing anyways. This song about something completely unrelated to me, I just wrote some random lines, really feels like I let something off my shoulders by not caring. And that's kind of the essence of this challenge. Not caring about what people are saying, what numbers it brings. It feels like a more of a significant step for myself, like personally, than it might seem on the outside. And that's the essence of the challenge.
Yeah, I figured you out without a speck of doubt. My head's in the clouds and I'm not coming down. I'm not coming down, talking way too loud. I tried to hear you out, I learned my lesson now. I don't even care about what you said. You do what you want, I don't need to check. I start a feeling you might come back. Something about you, babe, makes you feel sick.
And so I posted a couple videos, I started this challenge, and I posted another one. And then in the middle of that week, I posted I think 1 or 2 other videos about just my regular electronic songs. But to be honest with you, with all that said, I think I was still missing something. So I've made it to day 6 of this challenge. I started on Sunday, it's already Saturday, and it's been different than I expected so far. The point of this challenge is that now when I create something, I don't have to think about what's the judgment behind it, how's it going to be received by the people, right? How many views is it going to get, what type of comments is it going to get? I don't need to care about that anymore. So it gives you that liberty to create based on what you want to create, right? And that's the point, to create more things, to post more, to get out of my comfort zone and continue experimenting. But if I'm not doing that, then what's the point? Because I'm not even getting any positive whatsoever. And I say that because I'm going to be completely honest with you, that's where I've been. I haven't been posting as much as I should. I only posted 3 short form videos in the past week, I think around 2 or 3, and they weren't even that high quality. Maybe like one of them was. Maybe they performed great and I have no clue. That's not the point. The point is I didn't get the reps in this week. And I think it's because I'm thinking of it wrong, at least in a subconscious level. When I'm posting now, it feels so different because now it's like I'm disconnected from that piece completely. It's posted and it's done and it's out there already. That leads me to, again, disconnect from the content, to what I'm creating. And that makes me not as invested in trying to create in a weird way. So I ended up not producing as much, not posting as much. In a weird way, it's given me a piece about content creation, but in the same way, it's also made it worse. I'm going to go into this next week with a different mindset about this. The mindset that I was supposed to have from the start. And it's starting to make me think, if this is the case, if me leaving myself to create something based on purely my passion for it is now leading me to not create as much, that I really still have this passion as deeply as I used to. Honestly, with that, there's a lot going through my mind about it, but there's the positive and there's the negative. It's a little late in the day and I didn't do everything I wanted to do, but it's never too late to start. So I'm going to make sure I get a video posted today, work on this video here right now, because if I'm not doing any of that, then what's the point? This first week was interesting, because I said that, but then I went home and I didn't post the video I said I would. Here's the interesting thing. I did go on to produce, make some music. And that's one of the goals, right? I want to be able to create music. Like, that's the passion. But in a way, I've turned what is good, this production, music production, into a distraction. Because I knew I was supposed to be doing one thing. But I stayed where I'm comfortable. And that was sitting in the DAW, making something, expanding an idea I had. So it's almost like a false productivity. I was about to end it there, but I realized that this wasn't as bad of a thing as I thought. The only issue is that it wasn't aligned with my priority at the time. I said I was going to make a video, but I made music instead. But the song idea is a track I've been working on for the past couple months or so. The first week, I still posted a couple times and I made some music, but I almost forgot the whole goal to begin with. I let the fear of the unknown take over and not allow me to create completely. But next week might be a different story.